everybody. Welcome to my hand mix match here against Hakha. This is the semifinals. This is like the previous matches. It's first to 2.5, so pretty short one. The final will be first to 3.5, but this board has, as we come to expect from the hand mix, it has some draw to X stuff. I guess you could try Storm Tunnel if you really wanted to. There's not all VP, so it's not completely crazy actually. I can't really open it, so it doesn't mean that much. I'm just gonna open encampment something. But it's certainly possible to do like Storm Tunnel and have a lot of golds. Whether that lets you get the provinces quickly enough, I don't know. You can be under minion attack and such, so. You probably can do some mixture of festival minions and scholars and storerooms and conclaves. Seems reasonable. I guess I'm just gonna open with a minion with my encampment. It's definitely not impossible here to do tunnel stuff and get the provinces quickly enough. I wouldn't say it's impossible. That deck would probably go Storm Tunnel Scholar kind of strategy. I mean, you could mix it in, I guess. I don't know. The draw to X can probably hold some duchies, so there's a little bit of comeback in that direction. I think I would prefer the 3-4 here, doing Conclave plus something. But this is fine. They bought us stables, which I think is probably pretty bad. Maybe they're gonna do Storm Tunnel stables. It's possible. I don't know what Conclave does in that deck. That's a weird opening if you're... I guess it's... sometimes it works. I can either take a Storm or a Conclave, or I can attack. Depend a bit on what he gets. The This wasn't a very good shuffle for me, really, but it's okay. He's playing, or he's really puzzling over his buys. This is awful draw, to be honest. It's really bad. This is good though. This is either going to be a scholar or a festival. Or just another minion. Not a good draw. Not good, of course, that we discarded him into stables. And that the storm was bottom instead of tossed. But so be it. I kind of expect them to get a tunnel at some point, but maybe not. I'm not sure what to buy here. It might just be an encampment, but probably not. There's some worlds where I hit like $9 and buy within the next turn or so. Take some luck. I guess they go encampment stables, probably. I'm surprised the storm didn't discard way more. That's a little confusing to me. What's in the bottom here? Is it? It's like scholar and junk. I could take 5 and I think I need to toss this and do this and see what we get to. We really wanted to find the storeroom, of course, but so this didn't help much. This particular play didn't do a lot for me. So be it. Festival looks like a pretty weird buy to me, in all honesty. Jeez. I'm bottom decking everything. This is like 2 minion scholar conclave. Oh well. If the conclave's not on top, we still have a turn. Otherwise, we're really in trouble. I honestly have no idea how you could not toss all 3 there, but like there's got to be way better outcomes than just keeping silvers. But what do I know? Their deck isn't nearly bad enough though for the minion thing to really beat it. Unfortunately. Okay, so we do live a little bit. Oh. This is pretty rough, actually. How do we do this? What is left? There's a... I mean, we can just go to the end and trash again and not attack. Right, there's this encampment. Oh, I forgot that Goher was gonna trigger. Whoops. That was okay. So I did that wrong. There is an encampment, so it's not a huge deal, but it's not great. Let's put it that way. I thought they had played a bunch of their stables. Oh no, they just played one. Yeah, so attacking maybe was the thing to do there. They still have not activated their tunnel, I don't think. Maybe once. I don't know. I guess they did it once. Did they trash? Okay. So 12 would have been kind of nice. Well, would have been kind of nice. Oh, good. We did get a stuff there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We're not hitting conclaves, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. And still conclave storeroom. Though it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Maybe there was an order that I could have made a little more money there, but I could probably play with a plunder. Yeah, he's deck green's better. I think if we can hit him with another 4-card Duddy hand, we might win. If that happens at some point in the game. which could happen. Ounce room. Interesting. I guess the question here is whether we do the scholar or do the minion attack. This is like a reasonable spot to do the minion attack. It's just a little sad to do it on the scholar. I guess he's thinking about province, which I think is probably good. Reasonable anyway. I don't know unless you buy a plunder, maybe. If it pops up, I'm gonna click it. I'm not. Okay, another festival. I think festival is really quite a weird buy. I can go max money, or I can attack. I mean, I can still attack later. So there's always that. Like here, I can store him a few things. Well, one thing anyway. I could do it like this, actually. Maybe it should be a storm. I don't know. Oh, he played in camp. Okay, I see. Honka doesn't have a huge number of buys. I guess now he does, actually. And take that back. he had like 3 last turn. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they can triple, or be very. I mean, surely they can triple, but triple's probably not safe. Wait, what? Do they go all the way to the end of this? A bit weird. I don't know if they can quad. No. I don't know that triple's really safe for them. I mean, I guess they can shore up their draw. I didn't actually like max my money, potential money last turn. I mean, I guess I got pretty close. But I probably can hit 24 with the right sequence, so I mean, I'm going to be in a spot where I have to hope Hakha has some level of dud. Like there's no other. I mean, I guess if they don't get I guess if they don't get another I mean, I guess I can just do duchies is another possibility and wait till see if they have a dud. If I was Hakha, I would add draw. I would shore up draw. I don't know that I would have even taken the dudgy, because as long as you can like triple the next turn, you'll be fine. This is not a good point to find the storeroom. We could wait on it, I guess. Yeah, this was a bit. The sequence here was a little sad. Maybe I could have done it a bit differently. But... So my options are essentially either I mean, if Hakha doesn't dud and they triple, can I get enough duchies to still be in range with a single province? If I get 3 duchies in a tunnel, then I would have, that's 11 points, 23, and then I would have to catch 36. Really 36 plus probably. That's not really catchable. So I probably just need to take. I mean, the thing is, the hard thing is that there are ranges. I mean, Hakha's not entirely draw all deck or no deck. Not really. There are hands that he could get 1 province, 2 province, or 3 provinces. So it's not totally clear how many of these I should take now. I mean, if Hakha does dud, I mean, it's like a full on. I mean, if it's like a 3 golds, you know, all they can do is buy province dud. That's one thing. Triple looks hard to beat regardless. So I think 1 province is fine. And then the question is whether 2 is realistic. Very likely for them. Or like 2 exact. If they have 2 exact, then I probably want a duchy or 2. It can go province encampment. It depends. I mean, it may not matter. It may have something that's going to score regardless. I could get a. I don't even know what I pair with this. Probably a minion if I just do a single duchy. I'm not tripling. I guess the thing is I'm not triple provincing, so that makes the game last quite a bit longer. Where they can potentially get a fair number of things. This hand isn't especially inspiring. Yeah, the council room. No. Okay. Now we're moving a little bit. How much is this max? I mean, it's nice anyway. Could draw on a little bit. May help the decisions, may not. May not matter for the decisions that much. Oops. All right. Okay. Minion attack did what I needed it to. Probably lucky on my part, but it is a little scary to play stables, I think, against minion. I don't know, they weren't trashed, so there's always some exposure to dud, even if you have a lot of draw, if you have this many stop cards in deck. Oh. Oh. Forgot to change this. That's fine. Okay, so this is just Exorcists and Haunted Woods are the draw. But truly there's not a lot of drawing that can be done. Not a huge amount anyway. There's some cursing stuff, though I don't know. I'm not totally clear on how it fits in here. You can get, I mean, you can do an, I guess you do a spirit engine. There are some gainers. You can also weigh the mole around a lot if you want to just play. If you just want to try and play some of these I mean, you can play draw to X, I guess, in Mole. Like, you could have a lot of covens and some villas and things and just mole away hands and do a little engine that way. It's just the pieces are kind of expensive. The payload part of it is pretty expensive. Bounty hunter stuff, things like that. I think I'm going to try the spirit thing, so I'm going to go Church Exorcist. There's probably something to be said for just having some golds and then a bounty hunter and exiling 1 or 2 provinces and maybe just getting the points that way. They have the 5-2. I don't know that I would go with the Haunted Woods. I mean, it does muck with the Exorcist, so in that sense it's reasonable. So it's not going to hit me this shuffle. But maybe next. We don't get to a 5, which is a little bit sad. I would like to buy a 5. I don't know which 5, but you know, one of them. Probably Soothsayer, to be honest. I can Church again. I guess Haunted Woods like totally mucks with the spirit engine. If they're always playing a Haunted Woods, that's a bit of trouble. So maybe not full on spirit engine, but you know, perhaps something related. Oh, this is nice. Would have been, well, no, this is fine. Do I want a gold? Or do I want to? It's either Coven or. They don't have any trashing, right? Again, like 0, they just have Hamilton Haunted Woods. That's kind of an awful deck. Like, I mean, honestly. No offense. It's pretty awful. The Exorcist is about how the Exorcist is about to the point of having done, at least in the opening, pretty much all I really wanted to do. Good Church away this stuff and then Mole the Wisp. I guess Haunted Woods also mucks with Villa tricks. The Haunted Woods attack does some stuff here, to be fair. So doesn't mean I probably would like a bounty hunter at some point. Now they have a Church. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna buy anything anyway here. Do I do another set aside? Or do I just wait? Probably okay to do it. Maybe useful for me to get a one of these a gold, one is a copper, I guess. No, one's the other wisp. Okay. Maybe worth it for me to get a Hamlet or a Villa one of. Maybe they're doing a banish. Possible. They can still probably whip their deck into shape. Though it may be a little bit hard with the amount of junk I'm sending in. Well, we hope it's more than a little hard, but okay, they do get a bit of a banish. How often do I think they're going to play the Haunted Woods, and is it worth it? To keep the Exorcist around or not? In church, the Exorcist a fair amount of times. Let's just trash them both. Do I have enough? I could buy Villa Plus something. But that's not super appealing. It would be like Villa Plus Bounty Hunter, probably. You can also just wait on that. Did he get their Haunted Woods down again? May or may. And then they did church, so next turn they have a reasonable shot at it again. They can definitely clean up still with big banishes, but hopefully the tempo is just too much. I can get some amount of bounty hunting and maybe a Haunted Woods myself. Yeah, if I have $8 this turn, which I guess isn't that likely, but if I have enough money, I will get another Haunted Woods. I think this is just not, frankly, not really going anywhere. Okay. Just to buy another Haunted Woods for them, like, what is that? What is that doing? Beats me. Oh, I can't even draw the gold. That's cute, but I don't want to do that. But anyway, something I could do. Still no money. They have to buy economy, or what is the point? I think I'm gonna play both of these. So what is? Oh, he's getting the option to discard his. Right. Okay. I guess it could have been a banish of the coppers, though they're not so bad. With Miller Wisp, I mean they're pretty bad. I want another villa. I need to get a province and a bounty hunter. Than just province. He loves the bounty hunters. I could have maybe set aside a villa, but is there really that much worth playing better than a coven? We get to start green, put a little pressure on. What are we doing? We're gonna get 3. 3 or 4 that way. My deck is admittedly not that good either. It's a bit confused about its identity, whether it's doing mole stuff or whether it's playing golds. But hopefully just doing what the turn requires will be okay. I wonder if you really could have made the strictly the draw to X mole style, which would have been Coven's counts. I guess if Haunted Woods wasn't around, you could play with some golds and just do Villatrix to do it, but that still probably doesn't work that well with mole. That works more when you have bigger draw to X things. But you could, yeah. I wonder if Covens and counts would have given you enough payload on that front for it to work. Gets another church in a Haunted Woods. Okay. Guess I'll play the Wisp. It's in the last. It says in the last card Haunted Woods. This is all very good. How much money do I have? 1, 2, 14. Really, just the province is probably okay. Could be another Haunted Woods. But like even church is all right. $13 is also all right though. I don't know if I really have enough villas to support this, but I should be able to province pretty consistently. Fingers crossed. They're gonna get more junk soon. They still have a estate. Okay. Okay. This could go pretty molly if I wanted it to. I guess we can check. I mean, it wouldn't be like guaranteed to hit. But it would be very likely. I guess we can play one. We don't really need actions plus actions. We can play the wisp and see. See, this is kind of the problem. We do know there's a church on top, which could be nice. There's some chance of just whiffing. I guess it's probably reasonable. Trying to think. Hopefully, well, I guess there's always more. Like the duds are like drawing. Like a soothsayer or something, we can mull it. Right. We can church a villa even. I guess the other risk is drawing into a province, but that didn't happen, so. This is gonna be too many points. I'm gonna province again and then the 3 golds draw was crazy, actually. Crazy lucky. Because I didn't even take like max economy. Not that it would have mattered. $1 wasn't actually, those weren't the units that I had left really, but anyway, the 3 gold draw off the mull was still, to hit 16 exact was still very, very fortunate. I get to Tresh's Curse. Last card is Province. It would be nice to find the Bounty Hunter, but not a huge deal either way. There's a villa, so we'll be able to, we need to mull some stuff. It's a pretty good turn for them. 12. They'll get to trash the curses with time, but okay, so there are a few ways to play this. We can mull we can draw on and see what our options are and then figure out if we want to mull the soothsayer or just buy a province and you know, be satisfied with that. This is probably with the gold on top what we want to do. I don't think there's much reason to draw on here. Here we can probably find the bounty hunter, or, you know, we can definitely get to it if we really want to, but whether that's the play remains to be seen. I think I've trashed all my curses, so I think they just have, yeah, I just have 4 provinces as my points right now. So they've got the remaining 4. I think I would rather they had opened with an economy card on their. Okay, that's good to know. That's fine. This was probably a little bit of incorrect play. I don't know, it looks fine actually. There go 2 of the curses. I didn't actually see when they bought the bounty hunter at all, but okay. I take game 2. I'll remember to actually get a board this time. I think I would have rather they open with a whatever it's called, Coven and an or Soothsayer, and then maybe do the Haunted Woods. We have Squirrel. This Artificer City Quarter and Way of the Squirrel. Okay, and Patron. There's no buy, so you gotta use Artificer. 5-2 is not good. 3-4 is much, much better. I don't even know. Haunted Woods this time is pretty. I mean, it's okay for consistency, but not that good. Torture is not very good. They can just get masquerades, and they can. I mean, at the rate you play them, they can mostly trash in time. I'm not even sure on the 5. Not have. Hopefully, maybe Akka has as well now. This is really unclear to me. Apprentice could go quite bad. I don't love it. This is all about trashing and then Artificer City Quarter stuff. And some patrons. I mean, whatever. I mean, you're going to have a mix of the actions, whatever they are, but they also hit 5 here, which is really nice. On their shuffle, I would maybe for a Hakha go ahead with an Artificer already. I think I like that. Also, artificer diplomat, though that's probably, again, there's a lot of things you can do like in turn if that turns out to be the thing to do, which could include diplomat artificer. I have not bought. Okay, this is my turn. They get a torture, which I hate. I think that's really bad. Well, really bad is too harsh, but I think it's not that good. But we'll see. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. It's not. Really bad is definitely not accurate. It's not an unreasonable purchase at all. I don't think it's what I would buy as Hakha there, but it's not really bad. That's inaccurate. We may want. I'm gonna go ahead and get the artificer. Trying to think here. This is an okay-ish shuffle to trigger as long as we don't draw the other thing. I mean, it's not great, right? Because the apprentice is in there. We could try to add a city quarter already. This is how we would do this if we were going to do it this way. This didn't matter hugely. I guess I should have anticipated that and had one less estate, but it's not a huge deal. Definitely need some. I mean, I need some kind of village effect at some. Well, I guess I have the city quarters now. We got to go for more trashing, even though this is, you know, bound to be sadness. We just have to trash and get a little bit of the debt paid off. Having the two patrons with their city quarter is very nice. Well, this hand, I mean, they squirreled into it. They didn't cheat to get it, you know. They earned it with squirreling, so it was reasonable in that respect. I would expect Hakha to buy an artificer this turn, but maybe not. And I would probably squirrel one of the patrons. I think getting one villager is probably good, but I would squirrel the second one. I mean, you should be able to afford it all right still. Yeah, I would squirrel the second one. I would trash with the masquerade. I would actually play a masquerade. And trash, and then squirrel the other patron. I guess that uses up your villager. Anyway, I would trash and squirrel, I think, even though it would leave you without a villager. I think that starting hand size is probably a little better for the city quarter stuff. And then I would buy an artificer for sure. Hakha should be able to win this like free from this point. I don't like not trashing there, but I still don't have a city quarter, which is the way life goes. You know, you feel like you've done your solemn duty and yeah, this is awful. If there's a city quarter on top, maybe there's some things I can do. Not really though. But like a little bit. I hate second torture, but you're not, I mean, you're obviously not going to lose. That's not a problem. How many? So we'll draw 3, and then my apprentice. I discarded 4. That's a lot. How do I make this? I can't actually. Can't trigger this. I mean, unless I'm assuming he's like passing me an estate or something, then I can try and trigger it, I guess. What's the other option? I can play the. I mean, I can come up to the end of the shuffle here still, one way or the other. Just a matter of how I want to do it. Kind of. It's kind of a matter of that. Do I just have to like kind of hope? How do I mean, it's gotta be squirrel. They still have to completely blow it for me to win this. But I'll stick around for a few turns. You never know, they might muck up a finish. I mean, if they empty the artificers, I'm pretty willing to say they're gonna pilot it to to completion. I had no idea why you'd gain a province now. I have no clue. It won't cost them anything. They'll win the game. But I don't know why you would get a province now. Well, one dead. The the only resource here that matters is the artificers, in my opinion. I don't think he'll dud, and like what dud for him is by province, right? You know, that's not doesn't quite cut it. So they're fine. They're totally fine. My complaints about province are not really justifiable complaints. It's just not how I would go to the win, but it's absolutely a winning path. So maybe they'll trigger a really nightmarish shuffle. The issue for sure is that the duds are guaranteed provinces for literally like 3 turns or something. It doesn't really work the nice way you imagine greening would work against them. Even when you feel like it's underplaying the deck. It's like four yeah. I bet they'll get there with their 8 city quarters in there. If the game's closer, though, it does turn on gains, which basically means it turns on artificer stuff. The game is not closer, so doesn't really turn on that this time, but I'm not sure this is exactly how you do it, but you know, you wait. Maybe they have a hand of patrons and provinces. You never know. You give them the chance to draw it. We got an owl and cursed village. Some other things. Quest, exciting. A lamp. Mill. Oh, menagerie. Fun. Alright, so we don't have extra gains besides magic lamp, so there's no trashing to speak of. There is, so the cursing could be useful. The greening, I mean, greening is reasonable because the cursing is pretty good. This is either gonna be mill, I mean, you could even go mill silver though. Probably I'd go mill secret cave. There's a lot of drawn stuff, but guide I think is a little, I don't love the guide, I'm not gonna lie too. This is so bad. To draw your, yeah, I hope they're both bottom deck though. Actually that would be fine at this point. I don't actually like their opening particularly. I don't think it's bad, but I don't really like it. The 2 on the reshuffle is really awful for a lamp board, but I mean, it's not crazy to do patron. I mean, you could do like patron embassy is like one way to do your lamp pretty quick. One possible way to do your lamp pretty quick. They're gonna go with the soothsayer on the opening. Wait, I guess I just draw. I was about to do something stupid, but so the question here is, well, it would be really nice if I had actually gotten another 1, 2, 3. If I had actually gotten a buy on my other turn, then the stables now would make a lot of sense. Because it would actually give me a shot at activation. But no dice. Okay. I mean, I could try to owl. That doesn't seem like the play. Seems like I need to try and buy. Well, I am gonna have. Yeah, I think we do this. We gotta try and buy a 5. Next turn, get a stables. I mean, you could also consider like a honey lodge. Someone could for sure just be sad forever, or someone could get really lucky and be happy immediately. Kind of hard to say how it's going to pan out. Those are really nice for them. The patron does, I mean, the villager, of course, is quite nice. They only had 4. I was going to say I would take a stables, but they didn't actually have enough for a stable, so. The soothsayer is definitely scary. You can give them the card they need. Province. That's gotta be wrong. I mean, I kind of understand where he's coming from, but that can't possibly be right. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. I just don't. Now, if he activates his lamp here, you know, I still don't believe it though. Again, I kind of understand where they're coming from. My lamp bottom deck though, in that case, it was kind of okay. Maybe it's flying. I don't know. I have a hard time seeing it over like a stables, but if they had another mill, maybe, but they just have 2 cards that can use the green and, or can mitigate the green. And it makes lamping more difficult. What's the order on this? I mean, the owl can only work if I draw gold. If I don't have some other action on top here. Okay, so I don't have to discard lamp. Okay. Their lamp's gone. Okay. Oh. I may still activate though. That was nice for me. They're activating. No, they missed. Okay. No, we gotta try and get. Yeah. I'm gonna have to use my wishes on duchies probably. Anyway. We're still okay though. Yikes. This could go Duchy Menagerie. This is so weird. This may be dead wrong. Oh, that kills. That kills. Well, there go the wishes. Now, do I get a duchy this shuffle now? I could have done, I mean, of course I could have done that differently. Probably Mill Menagerie would have made a lot more sense, frankly. We'd have one more, yeah, tie with 2 minutes. Yeah, that would be much nicer. There's definitely something to be said for mills at this point. They do. I guess I'm winning the cursed split. Yeah, Mill Menagerie probably would have gotten me. Well, it definitely would have got me a province, but Should have thought that one through a little bit more. This could be very sad. It didn't end up being very sad, just sort of moderately sad. None of this is really all that great to trigger, but I didn't hit a cave or secret cave or anything. I would still remain kind of shocked each time they hit province. I don't know what's left in here. There's a mill. I don't know if we're going to end up owling. I feel like I need to take province. If I can. So this is, of course, kind of a nasty shuffle to trigger. There's some world where we get to save the so we have to find a gold. What is owl? How many? What's our max card draw? We can play a Soothsayer and then play a Stables. That's a little scary. This isn't that much different than what it was, though. So we're just gonna try and draw. Wait. I don't have seven. Let's check. I don't have it in hand. If there's gold on top, then we don't need to use the villager. We're gonna see 4 cards or 3 cards. One way we see it with, we better do it this way. Okay, so now we stop. And we just see what Hakha has. That's not promising, though. At least they don't have a villager. Jeez. I feel like that was unfortunate for me. I don't like their choices. That's kind of rough. Alright. I was not a fan of those plays. But I definitely, the turn I do the wishing, I think I could have done considerably better. Anyway. I don't know if they cleared 8. I mean, I don't know exactly what they drew off the owling, so I don't know if they cleared 8, but by a lot. Okay. This is quite exciting. Pretty exciting. So again, it's like Artificer stuff. With Honey Launch and then maybe some Villatrix. Potentially. Diplomat. But Artificer is kind of the key. 5-2 would also be very bad here, so hopefully Hakha has the 5-2. But I'm gonna open Church Diplomat, I think. So there's something to be said for like church cut purse. Some small amount to be said anyway. Or something else. I mean, I guess silver isn't crazy. Double church. I don't know if the diplomat opening, if it does a lot for me. I don't know. I think church is fine. That's the real question, isn't it? Thinning is certainly very good. I would be double sombreroed. First 5 I'll spin on Artificer. Second 5 probably a honey launch, though it depends a bit on what like the number of diplomats in deck at that point is. I assume they're just thinking, well, I don't know. They could have Church Collision and they're thinking about how to play it. I don't know. Gonna buy a curse. Play 1 copper, buy curse. Nobody saw it coming. The third church, the classic triple church. There may come a point, I guess, where, well, we're going to get into colony, so it probably wouldn't matter. Well, we made 3 pile. I say there may come a point where you actually prefer to just trash the whatever it's called. Pretty happy about this. What do I set aside though, or what do I set on top? They, by golly, they have some diplomats. No one could say that against them. The number of diplomats they have is definitely some. I'm gonna discard anyway. Let's see. We may pass on it this time. I don't know if we need a forager. What is the trash situation looking like? The estates are all gone. I still have 7 coppers. Do one a turn. I guess there are some things that are kind of awkward. Probably could have trashed there. I don't know. No artificer in hand, which is fairly unfortunate. We can do a little trashing before we toss. I guess I don't really want the copper on top. So I have 4, they have 2 artificers. Whatever artificers are left at the end of their turn, I will get the rest. Okay. I'll try to get the rest. We'll see if we actually get there or not. Is there another hunting lodge? No. So I could get one. Okay. Is 2 coppers enough to kick off in hand with church, or just even the 1 extra is enough to gain a 5? If I don't want to trash it. Buy an estate. I don't know what piles I'm gonna try and do. I have just a lot more options than they do. As far as that's all concerned. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 artificers. I mean, from the start, I didn't know all their hands, but obviously I got the turn 3 church. They did not get the turn 3 church, and that makes I had turn 3 and turn 4, so that all makes a big difference in the speed of everything. So they were not really comparable as far as that goes. I would like to buy a colony on my turn, assuming I can't just empty, which maybe is pretty easy. It would be a bummer to try and empty and fail. So I don't know if that's even possible. It's probably possible. I guess I should just go for it. It's just 3 hunting lodges and 2 diplomats by whatever. It would be kind of funny if I failed. I admit it would be kind of funny if I failed. All right. Yeah, I mean, I got way ahead here. Probably mostly on the back of the church draws. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. And I will see you all later. Maybe for the finals of Hand Mix.